Is everything working? Can everybody hear me? I actually don't know if my mic is connected. That's a good question. Um, Volume is very low. Alright. Is it better now? The game is not making any sound yet, so that one is a different. Is everything working now? Great. Uh, so great start. Is it making noise on your end? No, the game is not actually making noise yet. So we'll see if it works now. It should, but you never know. Please pause. Is the volume better now? I'm trying to work it out, yeah. That's great to know, sweetie. I'm curious about what you did on your first stream, actually. Oh god, it's so loud. Right, let me bring it down a bit. Uh, yeah, starting with a just chatting stream seems awful. I have no clue what to talk about. And I even have a game to offer some help, so. As you can see, the game has groundbreaking graphics. There, there might be echo, I'm not sure. Let me try to just. And yeah, yeah, Nirvana, there are some just amazing graphics. This game is so good. I think there is a record. It's picking up the game audio on my mic. Wait. Uh, Surprisingly enough, the game is like at volume 4, I think. So it's just incredibly awful audio mixing on part of the game. So that's as you might as you might have already noticed, the game is peculiar. It should have stopped passing through the mic, but that's what I want to know. I just got the call to meet up. You never showed, so I can't wake you. You were having a nightmare, weren't you? Me having a nightmare? Sure look like it. You were shouting "Mommy, Mommy" like you were in pain. I don't think I can say "Mommy, Mommy" without laughing, but it can't be. None of us even know what my mom looked like, do you? Poor boy you are to be born in these times. Don't you poor boy me, I don't want your pity. Uh, is the audio better on the stream now? Uh, First I tried putting up my own mic audio, but it just picked up the game audio, so. And I also have headphones, so I have no clue how that's happening, but the game is it's just incredible. Sorry, I didn't mean to. No, I'm sorry, didn't like hearing about your mom. Alright, they're still calling us outside. I came here to get you. Let's get going, okay? Right, thanks. What's the call about this time? What's wrong, old man? Let's get going. Ah, well. Listen, it'll take me a second to get moving again. You go on ahead, I'll be right behind you. Sure, I'll see you outside. He doesn't even know his mother's face, I guess. And now he lives, forced to dig holes over and over for some unknown monsters. What is the war coming to? So, something you might notice immediately from the game is that it looks awful. They were trying to copy Final Fantasy VII style, but it didn't really work out. I bet he's in some terrible mood and wants to take it on us. To the north of us is Herges Forest. I hear it's an extremely dangerous place. Hey, did you hear the news? Someone found a weird gem in the mines yesterday. Apparently it shined a deep black color too. What do you think they're trying to gather us for? Don't tell me that they mean to kill us all at once. Alright, listen up everyone. No work tomorrow. Stay quiet in your shacks and await your next orders. Are we clear? The best thing to do is get some sleep and ignore your stomach. Are you already implementing gacha in my chat? I think you have a problem, sweetie. That's not normal. Uh, Amazing. That's a great addiction, sweet. You didn't. You didn't see anything, okay? Don't tell anyone. Would rather the humans. You know what? I think I'm fine with with the gacha command. To be perfectly honest, sweetie. So how's the day been for you guys? Instagram. That's nice, Nirvana. At least at least you're going home now. So I think you should go to sleep now, sweetie. I don't think you should. I don't think you should be here modding my stream. To be perfectly honest with you. Or instead of sleeping, you can perfectly refine the gambling command. That's also a good idea. That is also true, sweetie. However, if you're really tired and you're not feeling good, you should probably go to sleep. Don't worry about it. You prefer the name Pool or Gacha? It's fine. Don't call me that, please. Do not call me that. I think Kark is alright. It's fine if you keep it Pool. That's probably a more How to say, weirdly enough, I think pull is what actual gacha players will call it. So that, that works fine. We give them free, of course. That is a good, just a good idea for us to keep going there. Uh, yeah. Should we keep? Should we find a way to keep people extremely addicted to the to the gacha system? I, I don't think I should appropriate that name. The actual Pope is like very close to my home, and you know how he is about heresy and stuff. So a really fun thing about this game is that you're not allowed to know what items do at all. The only way to know is to try them. And also, we shouldn't declare war on the Vatican. I know you thirst for blood, sweetie. I'm aware. You know, that's great. Probably we shouldn't declare war on the Vatican of all places. Alright. We are. How long has it been? 20 minutes. 20 minutes in, we're already organizing a war against the Papal States. You know, really impressive. I really like you guys' energy, but that sounds a bit excessive. You don't have to call me boss, sweetie. I'm sorry. If I'm if I'm going to fast forward the dialogue, I read quite fast, so just tell me if I need to slow down a bit, and I'll just make it easier to read for people. Raiding the Vatican is probably fine. That's probably fine. Then, sweetie, I'll make sure to go to stop stream uh, quite early, also because I'm quite quite nervous. Uh, Surely you can't notice by how I'm speaking and how much I'm giggling, but yeah, I might be a bit nervous and I might end stream fast. So, but at least we'll go a bit longer on. I'm glad to hear that, sweetie. I, I might also just keep laughing like this every time I'm a bit nervous, but at least that creates a bit of a jovial experience. And also, I'm sorry if my pronunciation is weird. That's just something I need to get used to. It hurts so many times. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna strain my throat. I'm not that nervous, but I get it. Uh, You know, Nirvana, I understand your I understand your Viking heritage. However, I don't believe there is an easy way to reach the Vatican on ship. That might be that might be a bit of a problem. Can you chuck a brick that reaches the Vatican? That that would be quite impressive, honestly. You know, I trust you, boss. I'm sure you can, but we will drag them. You know, I appreciate the his near in this game. And so, you know, that is a very good question, sweetie, because the guys that made this game probably just got Romaji wrong. They wanted to write probably ancient romance, as in romance, the you know the historical genre of literature that talk about knights and epic adventures. So as in an ancient knightly adventure, but they had no clue how it was spelled in English, so they ended up writing ancient romance. So this has absolutely nothing to do with Rome, which is you know, it immediately shows just how much detail and attention they put into this game. They couldn't even get the English word they wanted to use correctly. Uh, you know, Nero was looking forward to the Colosseum. Yeah, I'm really sorry, but there's also another mistake they made, which is if you read the katakana on the menu, they actually wrote Ancento instead of Anciento. So I think that they saw the word ancient and assumed that it was pronounced ancient. So again, they didn't bother to check. Amazing attention to detail, and so a game like this just shows oozes so much attention and just great programming skill, as you might have noticed. Also, the blood sacrifices might come in anyway. This is an RPG. I'm sure we will fight. Wonderful news, yes, yes. They, you can get your blood soon enough. So of course the old man just decides that we're probably the chosen one for no actual reason, but that's that's how every good RPG starts. A trash can lid. Exactly the kind of gear that any hero should use. Also, the old man immediately hates the idea of a woman accompanying us, which is. I'm not sure why, but that's something. I'm a bit hungry, perhaps, sweetie. I see you. Do you want some pizza? That's fine. Actually, I can give you some of my favorites are Diavola and Quattro Formaggi. I'll write it for you, so it's actually easy to know the spelling. You don't have to worry about it. Uh, I think that it's fine with just this, actually, but if you want, I can just ask me and I'll tell you more about Italian names of pizza. Also, if you want to know how something is said in Italian, just ask. That's fine. Pizza can be violent or bankrupting, it depends, of course, on how much you buy it and how hard you eat someone with it. I'm quite sure you can be violent with a slice of pizza. Molten cheese. Yeah, imagine just getting hit in the face with molten cheese. Probably. It depends what kind of pizza, because I'm sure some are less uh, hurting, but I sure wouldn't want to be on the other side of a freshly baked pizza. Understood, sweetie. I'm. Yeah, be safe, Nirvana. Don't worry. It's not like much is gonna happen, so. Sorry, wait a moment. Sorry. My mother heard me talk and was asking why I was talking. Sweetie, in an ideal world, I wouldn't have to do that, but that's just the hands have been dealt. So, yep, I'm just streaming in my home. That's just how that goes sometimes. Do you think I should try making an Animal Crossing arc too? Oh, uh, this is our first taste of battle. Just some amazing, amazing music too. So if you see slowdowns, that is just how the game works. Like it's actually just optimized like shit, so it keeps just slowing down randomly. I actually very much suck at typing, so I'll probably I probably won't do that. See, and I'm not even a programmer. I'm just a guy that reads. So you know, you're probably much better equipped than I am. If you hear me laugh sometimes, it's probably because the death animation of the enemies is just being raptured to heaven, as you might have noticed. I'm not sure why they just fly, but they do. Rip in peace. There are yeah, You know, of course they're dead, so they're just being brought
おじ
up.
いちゃんおじいちゃんしっかりして私たちこれでもう自由なのよ
おお、お前たちは無事だったか。お前たちに言っておくことがある。この指輪を手がかりにメルーの町の長老を訪ねなさい。さあ、行け。
So if you want to know why before every sound effect you might have noticed during the fight and also now during the I'm sorry, the way they buried him is just I don't think that's how you bury someone, guys. I'm sorry. There are probably better ways to bury a dead body. But, so apparently they just instead of making every sound effect play at the right at the actual length of the sound effect, every sound effect is that the wolves are eating good tonight. Yeah. Every sound effect is 10 seconds long for no reason, and it's so badly optimized that they just don't True. It's so badly optimized that that second sound effect, that 10-second sound effect, just makes the game lag. Now, if the sound effect is not actually 10 seconds long, why did they make it 10 seconds long? I have no clue. But that's just something that you have to live with. So every single time there's going to be a sound effect, the game is going to lag. Amazing programming. You know, sweetie, you were joking about your game being bad, but I'm quite sure your game works much better than this one. Respect. No, I get what you're saying, but also this game came out after Final Fantasy VII, so not only did they know more about the PS1 architecture than Square Enix did when they made that game, since it was later on in the life of the console, but also a game like that had already been made. So this game is just shit. It's just badly made. Like they don't have a real excuse. As far as you go, you know, you're not making like $10 million. And before, yes, this game was made before Big Rigs Over the Road Racing. Surprisingly, and they look quite similar. I'm not sure if people that worked on this game also worked on Big Rigs. Might be. Uh, might be. Also, Michelia is a very weird name by itself. So when do we get the truck party member? Probably coming on later. You know, I'm not sure about every party member, but I'm quite sure the truck party member comes a little bit later. Michelle is just a weird name. Like Michelle is already a feminine name, so we get through. I'm not sure why Michelia was the name they went with, but we just live with what the developers decided. Oh, look how beautiful this overworld map is. From the overworld. I'm not sure. It looks like some very peculiar dirt. Maybe it has a very specific taste. We will have to try to know. We had Guts from Burke on the team. Yes. Maybe that's the track I heard so much about. He's a pretty big guy. And of course, you might notice, since this is a shitty RPG, you have to fight like every 5 seconds. So get ready to hear this amazing sound. That sounds. That is the level up sound. As you have just heard, that is the level up sound. I know, beautiful sound. They really went above. They really went above and beyond. So you might ask, is there any way to playtesting this game? I'm, to be perfectly honest, I just don't think they playtested it. They just released it as it was, and it's in an interesting state, very interesting state. You know, sometimes we think things and they're just. how did this thought even come into your mind, sweetie? You're great. I'm sure you are. Like, I'm actually sure that it did violate the Geneva Convention. It's just such an incredibly funny sentence. A lot of games have violated the Geneva Convention, like Among Us, of all games to make that example with. So every time you hear a line being read, that's a critical hit, and I think that the critical hit rate is just fucked up. I know it's weird to think that something in this game might be wrong, but I think that they just fucked up the critical hit rate, so it's completely random. But it's something associated. Ah yeah, I knew about that one, but at this point it's just the color of medkits. Like that's just how medkits look like in games. So you might say that violating the Geneva Convention is just it's actually very easy to violate. If a person had to tell me it is actually very easy to violate the Geneva Convention, you are the person I would think of. Like, I don't think there's a better person to say something like that. I thrive off of trivia, what can I say? I'm guessing that it's a bit of trivia and a bit of personal expertise in breaking the Geneva Convention.
勝負だ
I I love that the enemies don't have an actual death animation, they just fucking fly. I... We'll have Medkit, of course. Will the next Sweetie Love game be an actual survival horror game? You know, yeah, you're right, sweetie. You're right. I'm just staying silent a moment to let you really enjoy this beautiful, beautiful music. Listen how great it is. Please keep moving my ears. Alright. Well, they've changed up the rhythm though. I can say it's much better, but at least there's variance in how bad it can be. How close are... That's a good question. I'm not sure, sweetie. We should be close enough. A corpse. They must have died here. Thank you, Burke. I could have never reached that conclusion on my own. Of course it would be, sweetie. I think everything compares between a Polkat and a ferret for you. That's a very easy, a very easy comparison. So, what do you guys think of the music? Can you give a more accurate, a more accurate review? You know, probably. It is getting worse. I'm quite sure it is actually getting worse, which is very impressive. Oh, see? I think we are about to get to McDonald's, sweetie. Oh god. So, do you guys prefer the previous music or this music? Alright. That is that is a very eloquent way to put it. What do I do with a stuffed bear? Is it equipment? Why is why is a stuffed bear equipment? What is it gonna do? I here, Michelle, I give the stuffed bear. The stuffed bear is for bludgeoning. You know, maybe you're right. I believe that. Guys, do you think we're being watched? I I think Michelle mentioned it. How many times since we got here? ping stream to twitch.tv clone. Alright. You know, I don't think you need to put the actual link of my channel in my channel. Just I just feel like that's a bit excessive. What is that thing? I can tell. It's I, right. Very, very deep lore. This dialogue is great. Burke will not be a good diplomat. Yeah, yeah, Burke is a bit of a, you know, an interesting guy. People, you know, that's that's a very inventive name for the disease that turns you into a monster. Now, to be fair, I guess our names are also not that inventive, but God, you could have come up with something else. They're gone where? This is a room. Where, why, why the fuck did it just disappear? How do I leave this room? Sonic even does the... You know, that's true. If you open the menu, he just sits there and taps his foot. That's peak character design. Now I appear to have forgotten how to open doors, so I'm not sure how to leave this place. A marvel of engineering. Ah, was everything alright, Nirvana? Are you on? Are you on? Maybe this is Purgator. It might be. I'm just clicking to interact with stuff now. But what am I supposed to do? Alright, Nirvana. Is there a walkthrough now to get out of rooms? What the fuck is this? Alright. Alright. Sure. That's... I think I just slapped my face in front of that door like 7 times. At least it decided to work at some point. Well, I'm glad she's alright now. You know, a lot of very dogs that remain small. That's probably just eating problems when they were newborns. But if she's alright now, then that doesn't really matter. Wow, this is beautiful, beautiful movement on a map. Who do you want to raid, sweetie? No, I actually haven't. I didn't set it up already because I just had no clue what to write. So, if you have an idea, then by all means. God, the legions have surrounded you, chat. True. And also, I think the game just lagged for no reason. Why do they speak to me during this?
これ買って
How the fuck are sneakers $3,000? How, How fucking expensive are sneakers?
ドケチ
Cheapskate, fuck off. I don't have money. They are Nikes, right? You know, sweetie, yeah, that's why I didn't set it up. I was like, I still have like no lore about me, myself, and I. So, but 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 I'm also not that scared about scaring those. I think the host would get scared anyway. I'm just not a very ho-friendly person. Don't worry, boss, it'll come. Ooh, the host.
そろそろ新しくしてえな
Person, so it'll definitely come. Alright. So, why do they ask you to buy something that you physically cannot buy? That just costs too much. So, what's the point of you telling me to buy it?
もうケチ
I don't have money to buy it. What the fuck is your problem? Why am I getting insulted for being broke? What the fuck? Wishful thinking. Alright. I have to say that Hey Rogue Garrison Regiment Number 1 is a name that just rolls off the tongue. That is extremely catchy. Have you heard of Absurd Truly Problem before? I'm not sure, sweetie. I'm not sure I did. He works out of... Isn't barracks plural? So it should be of those barracks. I'm not actually sure because sometimes you have irregular stuff in English, but...
これを買ってくれないか
But... The earrings... Oh, hi, Patty. It's nice to see you. A single barrack... I see.
ケチ
Then wouldn't it be a barrack instead of a barracks? Just came to say hi before going to bed. Yeah, the stream is going well. The game is awful, but I chose it for that reason. So, if you're interested in trying it out, Patty, of course, avoid spoilers. It's such a good game. And yes, sweet, if you send the game over to me, I'm just trying out how to play, how to stream, so whatever is fine. An American English thing, I see. Do attempt sleep. That seems like a good idea, Patty. Please, don't worry about this. If you need to sleep, go to sleep. Actually, I think I will go to sleep at around Namapufno. Thank you and have a nice sleep. Have a very nice sleep, Patty. And I think I will stop streaming about at 11:30 p.m. so it's not too far, but there's still something to do. Have a good sleep, Patty, or at least try. How, how do I apologize for this? That is it normal to have a bar that sells alcoholics right next to a barrack? That seems like an awful idea. The soldiers are just gonna get drunk. Sure. With little lover. The fuck is...
これ買ってくれよ。
I don't have enough money to... Why the fuck are Volvo and Porsche? Sorry. Why are Volvo and Porsche spells? What the fuck are the spells? What do they do? Like Ice Rock is pretty easy to guess just from the name. What the fuck do Volvo and Porsche do? What the fuck is that? Anti-Kepler, Valga, and Torlo. To be fair, you can. You're right. Yeah, if someone gets just cast a car on top of them, that's probably gonna kill.
ドケチ。
Fuck off, I don't have enough money. Some woman don't nocturne. Care to find them. Can put your fuss to sleep with it. What does that mean? You've taught someone a spell and I have to find them. Just tell me who the fuck it is. What is this? This is the High Rock Garrison Regiment number 1. You know, I've always like high roll in Latin. You know, that would make sense if there also wasn't the Porsche spell. Like at that point, I'm guessing that they're named after cars. But what the fuck does that mean? Like, what does Porsche do as a spell? Like, you know, maybe Volvo is a spell that just moves an enemy forward, you know? Sure. What the fuck does Porsche do? But how does that turn into a spell? Is it like a summoning spell? That is such a weird name to give a spell. That guy's just called Lake. Sure. Or maybe one spell makes you fast and the other one is super safe. Wolf. I don't. Yeah, and there's also the Volkswagen spell that just fucking explodes you. Maybe. You don't know. She blasphemous checks. Right. You're, you're right. I'm really confused about. There is no way I could have enough money to buy, like, even just half of what they sell. Like, why is everything so expensive? But also, I think I'll just save here and for now, this beautiful adventure is probably done. I think we're gonna end here for today. It's just an incredibly amazing game, just fantastic. But, you know, is anyone that I know streaming? Doesn't seem like it. No. That's fine. We won't trade today. Ah, right, Cassie, that's true. I didn't see her in the list, wait. Here it is. So, I have no clue how to actually start the raid, but I set it up. Only raid if you want. Yeah, that's fine. I just didn't see. I didn't see her in the. How to say, in the raid menu. But you're right, she is streaming. So, thank you guys for watching. I'm not sure what I did was particularly interesting, but thank you guys for being here anyway. It was fun. So, have a nice rest of the day, even if some of us are going to sleep, but the ones that aren't, have a nice day, guys. I enjoyed it. Thank you, Nirvana. Sleep well. Thank you. Yeah, when it's your time, sleep well too. I know that it isn't your time zone right now, but don't worry, you'll get used to it. Yeah, But thank you for being here, and see you next time.